Hi and welcome to another episode. Today Danny is going to help me teach the infamous U drill, or toppy toppy, or tap tap, right? Again, I want to make it very clear. This exercise is not the technique, right? It's teaching the reflex and some body mechanics as to how to get out, right, of a knife attack, right? It just means to how to move, synchronizing your hip, forearms, and your legs, right, to evade a knife, but is not the means to an end to end the knife, right, stabbing you or coming at you like a ricochet 1,000 miles an hour and so on and so forth, okay? All right, so why do we teach or learn a tappy tappy? Is because of reflex. After some of the reflex I'll show some techniques, okay, but this has definitely been in the Filipino martial arts since the get-go, and so I just want to demonstrate it to you. All right, so what's going to happen is Danny will, let's move this way. Danny will start by inserting it to my throat over here. Let's say he touches, right? And then later, he's going to go around and stab into the other side of my throat. So just in that axis for now. Again, this is basic Kali, right? The first time someone's learning a knife, right? Reflex, okay? Reflex. Please make that very clear that this is what it is. It's not the whole shebang of how to get his knife, take his knife, knock him out, right, and so on and so forth. Only for reflex. When Danny first inserts the knife to me, right, go ahead this side, right, I will put my hand here. Here is where sort of this part of my forearm here, this part, or anywhere here, goes to this part of his arm, okay? What I'm gonna do now, as the first time I'm learning it, right, is I'm gonna scoop it. At this point, near where it's probably about 75%, I switch it, okay? I'm gonna turn around again, from here. Switch it, turn around, switch it. See, notice my hips and my legs, I switch to with it, right? The reason why we defend like this and not like this is because, let's say Danny, for example, slashes me. Over here, I can still function good. However, if I was here and he slashes me, over here, these are my arteries and my veins, and I'll probably bleed to death within 20 seconds or less, all right, if it's a deep laceration, right? Okay, so that's why we learn to block over here, right? So over here, so I'm sticking, my forearm is sticking to his forearm, sticking, over here. Stick, over here. Keep sticking to it. Do not go down, and then Danny, go, disappear. Right, do not follow, definitely follow, right, his arm. So let's say he gives me resistance to push a little towards me, right, bam, keep that away from me. So this is introducing the idea of sticking in a place that you have better control of, and is far enough that the knife is not on my throat. Okay, that's the very first concept of this toppy drill, okay? At this point, you will see sometimes people do toppy, 2, 3, down, 1, 2, 3, right? You've probably seen this before. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The reason for the 3 hits is, let's say Danny, as a real knife, he smacks my hand out of the way. This has to replace it. He smacks that. This has to replace it. He smacks that. That has to. If he smacks it and I don't defend it, that's it, right? Done, right? So that's what it's teaching you, is the use of both hands when you defend. 1, smack. 2, right? Smack. Up. Immediately. Smack. Boom. Smack. Boom. Right? Boom. Okay, so that is the idea of that. Again, there's not the means to an end, it's just reflex. This way. Bam. Bam, bam. Right? So I'm not like hitting him, hammering it. I'm just kind of sliding it onto his forearm. Now, you may notice that a guy like Danny, you see his bones. If he did the same thing to me, all right, go ahead, Danny, try it, right? It kind of hurts my bones, all right, I'm gonna say it. So skinny people hitting people who are a little bit bigger is a little more painful for the bigger guy, all right? So I just wanna say that, okay? Okay, so now from here, right, 1, 2, 3, right, you see? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna give you one of the first disarms that you can do based off of this. right, exercise over here, okay? But it may or may not be realistic, but this is exactly how I learned it, right, in the beginning. So I'm gonna just teach it the way that I learned it, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Again, arm closest to his body always is the finisher. To go to the other side. 1, 2, 3. Arm closest to his body, always the 1, right? Let's just swing it. 1, 2, 3. Now over here, this finger also acts as a finger jab into his eyes. Notice my hand is still connected. This on his eyes, right? You see that? And this other hand is right here, over there, right? Of course he could slash me, right? He can, right? But before I do that, I have to quickly kind of like turn this one way. Notice I'm gonna put my arm here, okay? This hand, I'm gonna kind of pull up here, make it straight. When I make it straight, I put this on his neck, and then this hand, I wrap it around, and then I bring it down, okay? And then of course I can stab, okay? One more time. From here, I jab, turn, right? So this hand here, that finger jab, goes down, just relaxes on the inner elbow. This hand grabs the wrist like this, right? So it's like this, right? See that? Now, I kind of snake in, right, with my inner elbow. In, and then I place it, all right, I twist his wrist up where his knife is going to land on his neck. Put this hand, which is my left hand, on his forearm, right, and then bring it down like this. Slash his neck, insert. Okay, that's the first one. All right, one last time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, from here. I jab, down, slash it, insert. Okay, that's the first one. The second one we're gonna do, right, is also from here, also an I jab, right? So let's say, for example, we were here, boom, boom. Now, over here, same thing, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna now use my right hand, the hand closest to his knife, grab, right? Grab right over here, right, where his palm is. Grab right over there with your right hand, grabbing his right hand. Scoop it, okay? You see that? I'm twisting his wrist. And then what you could do is you could bring it this side, right? And then kind of use your other hand, lift it up like this. Notice how his arm now is a perfect 45 degrees, like an L, right? Lift it up. Now there's good control. Stab, right? When we do a stab in Philippines, we show it this way. That denotes a stab. All right, one more time. From here, 1, 2, 3, down. I jab, right there, right? Grab that, right? Twist. As you twist, you come up. Lift his arm up at the same time, right? You saw that? See that? Now lift his arm up. Now, with this angle, he's powerless. He's powerless like this. Stab that right in. All right, I'm gonna do a little faster. Right there. All right, so that would be, or you could also, are you okay with me stepping on your foot? Step on his foot. Now what's gonna happen, the same swing, fulcrum. He can't run now, right? He can't run. Step, right there. All right, so that's number 2. Sorry about that. No. Okay, and then the third one, of course, right? Also from here, right, is I do the same twist. Remember, hold it right here. Don't do this. Hold it right here, okay? See? Grab that, right? So kind of bowl it. Now, put this other hand up here, right? Insert. That's the third way, okay? So again, from here, I jab, right? I jab, hand control, quick, twist, push up, insert. Okay, again. Okay? So those are 3 ways to do a, those are the basics, right, of the tappy-tappy follow-up, okay, for submission, all right? Again, it's not a means to an end, right? But let's say, for example, Danny and I, he has me backed up to a corner, right? This is probably the only thing saving me right here, right? Probably the only thing saving me right here. And then I have to kind of deal with it, right? And then, of course, he'll chase me with the knife. Right, but again, only the very, very beginning of many ways to go further from there. All right. Anyway, thank you very much, Dane. Okay. Enjoy.